Hello, everybody here on Facebook and wherever you are watching this. I wanted to come live and just have a conversation because I've been receiving a lot of my clients have been reaching out to me, disturbed, fearful, unable to sleep. And I don't just work with Muslims, I work with all kind of religious cultural background. My clientele is international because all of us, we need to learn a little bit self-love. um, and I have helped them through everything that's going on in the world at the moment, everything that has gone in the past, even through pandemic. And I just wanted to come and share that level of consciousness with all of you, and whoever is ready to grasp that. I'm just leaving it up to you. And if you feel like this conversation is too much for you, that's okay too. Share it with someone who's looking for this information. So what I really want to share today is, how can you contribute to or how you can change what goes on in the world? Because we are not about, generally what happens with human, when we have a fire, we try to put out a fire. And very rarely we look at what caused the fire. So I'm not going to talk about the fire and what you can do to put out the fire. We all have very logical brains. We know how to solve problems. So I'm pretty sure each and every one of you are contributing to um to the peace of this world. I'm pretty sure all of you are doing that. But I want to talk about what starts the fire. Because if we all want to be more conscious human being, we want to contribute to this world more positivity so our kids can live in a better world. I'm a parent, my heart is fully in it. So our kids can live in a better world. What can we do right now? And every single day that we are alive, what can we do to really create the shift? So I'm going to take you into the energy world. I'm going to bring my study of metaphysics to the surface here. So um this conversation might just feel like too much for you. Again, if it's too much, it's okay. You can pass along, or you can turn it off, whatever you feel like doing it. But it's very important for us to understand who we are as a human. What is the role that we are playing in this universe? And how can I hold myself accountable? And how can I become a more responsible human being? So we're going to start with thought. Every thought that you think, for example, right now, if you're thinking like, oh my God, I'm running late, I haven't finished all these things, I have all this to-do list. What is that? Overwhelm, stress. There might be a little bit of anxiety in there. There might be a little bit of worry in there. There might be a little bit of fear of being behind. All of that is in there, right? It's part of human experience. But what we don't realize, what we are doing, we are creating etheric pollution. Every thought that you think, if it's of a lower consciousness, think of it like gray smoke. If in the moment I am thinking, okay, I do have this long list that I need to work through, and I know I have the ability to work through anything. Let me strategize it. I am looking towards the possibility. I'm not stressing out. I am calm because I know how to regulate my nervous system. I know how to connect with my breath. I know how to be present in this moment. Those are all the skills that I have learned. And I am just being present with it. And I'm taking like one task at a time. I'm finishing it. I'm in a pretty peaceful place. My vibe, my consciousness is of a higher level. So the thoughts that I'm creating of possibility, let's say they are white smoke, right? We are just creating this whole visualization just to understand it, because our brain needs to see physical things to understand. So we got gray smoke, we got this white smoke, right? Going on. Now that gray smoke that I am creating, that lower consciousness, that darkness that I am going into, us human, we have light within us, we have darkness within us. It's my job to learn how to embrace, understand, overcome, my darkness and focus on my light. You cannot do it for me. I cannot do it for whatever needs to be done within you. Only I can do it. And this is the work that we do every single moment of our existence. Now, if I am overwhelmed, I am worried, and I don't know the skills how to even connect with my light, because maybe nobody even taught me, like, you can actually connect with your light and there's a way you can actually learn it. If I don't have that awareness, now I am plugged into my darkness. And what I'm creating, more etheric pollution, more etheric pollution. I am anxious, I'm worried, I am going down, down, down. So I am one person. Take the almost 8 billion people that we have on this planet, take all of their dark thoughts. We are human. It's part of us. We cannot run away from it, but we don't know how to plug into our light. That's why we stay plugged into our darkness. Even the most positive people that you meet in your life, on the surface, they're so positive. They're always encouraging everybody. Only they know, and sometimes it's even unconscious, how fearful and stressed out they are at every given moment. It's true. That's the work I do. I get into my head. I try to see what's going on. I write down my thoughts. I keep very close eye on my thoughts. I've been on this path for more than 8 years now. And I study extensively every single day. And I can tell you, there's a lot of dark thoughts going on that I need to be aware. And I learn to shift. And I am doing the work to shift them. So that is within each and every one of us. And now, collectively, as a collective consciousness, when we have so much darkness being built up, eventually what happens? Earth is created to stay in balance. It knows how to transform energy. It knows how to balance its energy. That's why we have all kind of, weather things going on. I'm not getting into global warming right now. That's not what this conversation is about. I'm a scientist by background. We are not going there. But when the earth gets out of balance, it knows how to balance. And when that collective consciousness becomes so dark, some place, some people, some person is going to channel that darkness. If that person is even way lower than collective consciousness, and that darkness is going to live. So when a calamity happened, God didn't do anything. We did to each other. If you will look at, and I personally study almost all the religion, if you look at any religion, one thing that is said in every religion, we all are connected and we all are responsible for whatever is happening to each other. And sometimes we don't understand that. We just glance over that. What does it mean? I'm responsible for whatever is happening, or we are connected. Like, how's that even possible? How can humanity be connected? How could I be connected with somebody who's living in Australia right now? We are one. We are connected. So if you are a person who's really looking for, what can I really do for my world, for my beautiful planet Earth? What can I really, really do? There are gazillion actions that Google will tell you. If you just Google, like, what can I do for humanity? There are a gazillion actions. But those actions are not going to really help if your consciousness is of a lower nature. First, everything starts as a thought. Even this universe was created with a thought. So first we need to connect with, what am I thinking? What am I thinking right now? Can I elevate what I'm thinking? Can I learn the skills can I do the inner work so I can elevate my consciousness and then take actions? Because first thought, then words, then action. If you just take action, I'm pretty sure we all have seen somebody who just take action, their words and their actions don't really match. And you just become confused. The person is saying, I love you, but then they harm you with their actions. or with their words they're saying I don't care about you, and then they are sending you a prize or a gift or something, right? We get confused. The same thing. Our job in this human body is to get aligned with our soul. Our soul is pure light, and it's not going to be easy. And you're not going to be aligned with your soul like 24/7 because you're in a human body. What is in a human body? Darkness. Every single moment, you'll be plugging yourself out of darkness. You will become aware of it, not reject it, not run away from it. Know that it's always going to be here. Look at it and realize, okay, I understand, it's so much easier to sit here, cry and feel sad and feel bad and feel miserable. But you know what? I can also look at that something else is possible. I'm a human. I have the unlimited potential within me. First, your thoughts need to elevate, and then you go for action. If we have enough human who can elevate the way they think, when they are not moving every single day with fear, with stress, with anxiety, when we truly make that switch, we all are gonna see that there would be less violence on this planet, because then we are contributing less etheric pollution, and every single one of us are responsible. I keep a check on my consciousness every single day. And when I lose track of it, I don't judge myself. I don't guilt trip myself. I just take a deep breath and I remind myself I can come back to my center. I can think something different. I can take a different action. Where in my life, where in my relationships, there is still darkness. That is one of the reasons I have done a lot of work, difficult work, to have a really happy divorce, to have a good relationship with my ex-husband. I don't see that in my community. I don't see that in my culture. The thing that we are taught when it comes to divorce, hatred, cutting the ties, never talking to that person again. I consciously shifted that narrative because I didn't want it to be the one contributing to the hatred in the world. I wanted to be the one contributing love in the world. Now, not everybody can even digest that. Yes, it does require expanding beyond what we know, but you can do it. We all can do it. And that is how you can truly contribute to humanity. I have had many conversations with people who are so passionate about saving the wildlife, saving the planet Earth, world peace. They say, like, I have such a big heart for it, but you know what else they have? No judgment. We are all human. What else they have that they are just ignoring because they don't know that is what the real problem is. They have anxiety, they have self-judgment, they have doubt, they have guilt, they have shame, they have extensive amount of worry. If you are a leader and if you're leading, and all of us are leaders in our own micro life that we are living, you are the leader of your home, even if you don't have, like, a spouse or kids yet, still you're leading. When a person who's leading has this passion and this desire, but then they are paralyzed by fear, they are contributing to the etheric pollution of this universe. And when something dark happens in this world, whether it's a war, whether it's a mass shooting, whether it's a tornado, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's an earthquake, when any of those calamities happen, we all are responsible. Each and every one of us are responsible, because the way we think, it translates out energetically. And we can stay oblivious of that. We were like, oh, that's a lot of woo-woo, I don't believe in that. Or we can really ask ourselves this question: is that true? Is that really true? And no matter what spiritual path you're on, or what kind of religion you're part of, just study it, studied for like, a day, and you will find out that every religion teaches we are connected. Every indigenous culture teaches, every school of spirituality teaches we all are one. We impact each other. We have the power to impact each other. You could be whoever watching here. Me and you are connected. If I can sit here right now and I can send you love and I can send you light, or I can pray for you, which is the same thing, you are going to benefit from it and you would have no idea where it came from. One of the meditation that I practice every single day is called Twin Heart Meditation. And when we started the meditation in 2017, I was just like, why am I putting my hand out like this and I'm blessing the earth? Blessing the earth, every single person on the earth. And some of my Muslim clients, they had a little hard time. They were like, oh, who am I to bless anybody? Like, why am I blessing these people? Who am I to be able to bless? God blesses. But when I pray for somebody, I'm blessing them. Sometimes we get so lost in the words. We get so lost in the words that we forget about, like, what's the idea behind it, what's the energy behind it. So we all collectively can bless each other. We can bless the world. We can connect so much with our own light that we can expand that light and send that light out. We all can do that. That is what we really, really need right now. I need that from you, and I know you need it from me. You might be in a part of the world which is peaceful, happy, there's nothing chaotic going on. Or you could be in a part of the world where there's only chaos right now. We both can send each other light, because that is the ability we have as human. We can connect with light using our free will. We can use the free will to disconnect from my darkness, or not focus on the darkness and focus on the light. I know it requires inner work. I know it requires to understand why am I even anxious. I know it requires understanding the way you think yourself. And I know that. I do that work. I take my clients through that work. I know it's not easy. What I'm sharing here with you is not piece of cake. It's so much easier to take out $1,000 and give to your favorite charity that can help people. It's very easy to do that. But when you shift your own energy, that is invisible work. It requires a lot of work. It requires investment on your part, whether it's time, money, your own energy. But that is the real work. But that is where you can actually help us, help everyone on this planet. We all need each other. We all need each other's light. That's what we really need. One of the things that I learned along my path is that one activated human. What do we mean by activated human? A human who has truly connected with their light. Their light expands so much that 50,000 people in that person's radius also expand and benefit. So imagine if few of us did that. And that's why right now, the spiritual communities that I'm part of, and I'm part of many spiritual communities, yes, they are doing other stuff, but they are coming together. They are meditating together. They are praying together. They're increasing their connection with light so they can send out that light. And some of the participants don't even know what's going on. They don't even know they're part of this collective that is sending out light, spreading out light. So don't think that if you spend one day focusing more on your light, that's not benefiting anybody. It is benefiting. And at a soul level, we all know that we are helping each other out. And that is how we can truly change the world. We can truly transform this world. We cannot transform it from hatred. Hatred is darkness. We cannot transform it from judgment. We cannot transform it from boycott. We cannot transform it from fight. Yes, protection is there. Yes, sometimes we do that to protect ourselves and everything. But when it comes to truly transforming, we do it by connecting with love, unconditional love of our Creator, and we do it by connecting with the light within us. First, I have to do it within me. I cannot go preach other people. First, I have to do it within me. I have to look at my family. Am I yelling at my kid? Or am I being very loving and kind and understanding to my child? It starts at home. Then I will see, how am I being with my family? Have I like disconnected with everybody because I thought they were toxic? Yes, I understand sometimes distance is required to do that work, but how do I truly feel towards them? I can love them from a distance. Then I'm going to see, how am I with my friends? Is there some darkness somewhere? How I am when I show up in the world, when I connect with random strangers. Like, how am I showing up? That is where it starts. I cannot be just sitting here sending everybody light all day. I'm just sending you light, and then when my kid come home, I'm a momzilla. That's not how it works. That is just me fooling myself, not being honest with myself. So I just want to invite all of us, including me, I want to invite all of us, where in our life we are so engulfed by our own darkness that we don't even find any light. And is it possible? Do we know the skill right now how to raise our consciousness, how to connect with our own light? Do I have that within me right now? If not, do I know somebody who I can learn it from? Is there something I can watch? Is there a book? And there is one book that I can share with you that goes into the consciousness of it. And it's this book, Power versus Force. It's by um, Dr. Hawkins, David Hawkins. His books are very, very famous. He has done phenomenal work. And this book, what it can really teach you is how to shift your consciousness. If right now you don't have access to anything else, you can learn that. You can listen to the audiobook, listen to all the ways you can connect with your own light. So thank you so much, my friend, for listening to this conversation, for listening to these words. I'm sending you a lot of love. And I'm also telling you this: you are an unlimited being. I am an unlimited being. And together, we can truly create a future for our kids where they don't have to struggle with darkness that much, or they know how to deal with their own darkness. Let's just start there. Let's forward this knowledge to the next generation where they are at least aware, hey, there's darkness within me, and I need to learn the skill to connect with my light every single day. Stay connected to your light, and sending you a lot of love. And that is all for today. I love you so much. Bye.